Hi everyone, my name is Isabella Davila, and for my two topics that I have in mind for our research paper are the first one is about immigration during the Industrial Revolution, and then the second one is the Gilded Age and the Progressive Era. Right now, out of the two, I'm leaning more towards about immigration experiences during the Industrial Revolution. I just think it's really interesting to learn about the people who came to the United States. They were looking for a better life, and I think that's also a very prevalent topic in our country right now as well. And so I think it would just be cool to explore more about how that was back then. And I know that they faced many challenges, but they still played a huge role in helping our country grow. We learned through our history talks that during the Industrial Revolution, millions of Americans came from countries all over. We had people from Ireland and Italy and Germany and Eastern Europe. And so most of these people moved to big cities. They worked in factories and mines or on railroads, and their jobs were often dangerous. Their hours were long, their pay was low, but these immigrants still believed that they had opportunities in the United States that they did not have back home. And another thing I remember learning from the history talks and just from my research that I did on my own was that many of them came through Ellis Island. So I plan to write about that. That became one of the busiest immigration stations in the world. And also another thing that I need to write about too, which I was doing research on, is just like how bad the living conditions were for these immigrants. We learned about how they lived in these crowded apartment buildings called tenants because housing in the city was limited. And we just also learned too about how these immigrants didn't just provide labor with them when they were traveling and immigrating. They brought their culture and traditions and foods and just all these different aspects. And I believe that has shaped the United States into the diverse country that it is today. So I think that would be really cool to explore and write about as well. My second topic is about the Gilded Age politics and like the Progressive Era. I think this is interesting because it just focuses on how people wanted to fix the problems that were going on at the time. We learned a lot about, political corruption and the unsafe working conditions and the big wealth gap between the business owners and just the unfair treatment of workers. And so I think that's a super important topic right now that I'm interested in learning about. And so I'm still kind of trying to differentiate which one I will do, but those are just the two that I'm leaning towards right now. And overall, I'm just excited to do more research and learn more about that. Both of those were happening, we have during the Industrial Revolution and then like during the Gilded Age and stuff. And so I just think those are super important aspects of Americans' history, and I want to understand both the struggles and the prosperity that time period brought. So that is kind of my thoughts right now, and I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you.